What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk a little bit about the self-help trap, as I call it, and this cycle of people consuming content or doing certain law of attraction based things throughout their day, expecting that um, to make them successful overnight. And that's just unrealistic, and I think a lot of people have unrealistic expectations because of that. So the first point I want to make is around the law of attraction. This is kind of a new age term where what it basically means is that people can kind of manifest things from take things from thought to reality simply by acting in accordance with it, or visualizing it and feeling as though they already have obtained it. And there's a few different methods that people use to kind of use or utilize or make the law of attraction work. And I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I think it does in certain areas. But I think a lot of people think that, if you sit down and meditate for 30 days straight and visualize themselves, making $100,000 a year and driving a nice sports car, that's magically going to allow them to be successful. And that's just not the truth. Um, you know, I think that the law of attraction works, and these methods are useful, but they're not the primary ingredient on being successful. I think at the end of the day, putting in hard work and taking action where it matters over the long term is ultimately what will lead you to becoming successful. And these methods of meditation or visualization or affirmations, these things can help you to stay on course and help you to stay motivated and ambitious in the process. I just don't think that it's not the sole ingredient, and it's not the most important ingredient. The most important ingredient is action where it matters. So that's the first point: is don't get too caught up in these fluffy new age law of attraction terms or habits or whatever you want to call them. Get more focused on taking action where it matters and using those other habits or tools as a complement to that. Second point I want to make, and something I see a lot of people doing, and something I've noticed myself getting caught in from time to time, is the self-help consumption trap. And what I mean by that is people consuming all of this self-help content without actually taking action in it. So, reading books, reading book after book after book, or consuming all these, self-help podcasts, or, buying courses online. Doing all of that is great. And like I was saying in my previous point, I think it's useful, but it's not the most important ingredient. It's not the sole ingredient. And I think a lot of people find themselves in this cycle of, reading book after book after book, and it makes them feel validated. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they're learning and making progress, when in reality they're not taking any action to kind of back that up and actually create a tangible impact on their lives or their life situations. So really the point I'm trying to make here is take action where it matters. The thing about doing that and taking action instead of just consuming is, for one, it'll help you understand what you like and what you don't like. Actually doing things, experiencing things. It helps you get a first-hand experience on what it's like, and I think that's a big part of being successful, is finding things that you enjoy doing and chasing after those. Because the reality is, if you hate doing something, you're probably not going to do it on a consistent basis over the long term. So taking action helps you to figure out what you like and what you don't like, and you can kind of course correct in the process there. It also, number two, it also allows you to learn. I know that everybody learns differently, but me personally, I learn best through doing things, through feeling things, through having things be as tangible as possible. Um, or take, for example, I can read all the books I want about plumbing, right? I can, spend whatever. I can read a lot of books on plumbing, but I can read 10 books on that and probably get the same amount of knowledge and experience and understanding by going to, two people's houses and actually changing a sink or something like that. Just being able to experience things firsthand give you, at least in my opinion, a better perspective and a better understanding of how things work. And, failing ultimately allows you to grow the quickest, at least in my experience. So the message I'm trying to preach here or kind of get across is it's great to do things like meditate and visualize yourself being successful. It's great to read self-help books or buy a course on a topic that you think is interesting. But the main ingredient here to being successful is taking action, and taking action where it matters. You can consume all of the content and information in the world, but if you're not living that out or putting that into work, you're not going to see much change. So, as always, guys, good luck. Peace.